All right.
Okay, question number 1. How do you feel about a customer asking out a retail worker or waitstaff person, etc.? Does it put too much strain on a worker already enduring stressful labour, or do you feel there can be a respectful way to do it? Thanks.
So someone who has worked and actually to this day works in the service industry, I'm going to say a categoric no to this, because I have... Look, if someone's coming at you, fine, surely you can respond to that. But really, workplace is where I don't want to be seen in that shape or form at all, because I am not prepared to be flirting back. I probably don't look my best. I don't feel my best. I am at work. And I don't want to feel like people are objectifying me in that way. You know, I'm just there to do the work and get the fuck out of there. And really, I would just feel like someone's pitying me, because, yeah, and or like, but in general, I think that space is just completely infringed. Find a person, you know, outside of work. Though I don't know, maybe don't follow them. If you're getting vibes from them,
find them outside of work.
If you're getting vibes from them, you can respond very cautiously. You can also fully ask, "Hey, how do you feel about this?" Because this is an awkward conversation, and like I think I might be into you, but also like this is weird. So just tell me.
Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much the line by like, you know, in like kind of social reproduction, feminist circles is don't do this is someone's place of labour. And like you said, like I'm so impressed when I go into like a cafe and like the waitress has got like, barista has got like good makeup on and like their head on up, because I know when I'm going to work I'm running out the door like 10 minutes after having woken up and like maybe grabbing a banana on the way there and I look like shit. But just because someone's made up does not mean that they're presenting or peacocking. What I would say though,
if anything, more than they want to retain their job, right? To look presentable. So they're presentable most of the time for the boss, not for you. And don't take it that they're pretty for you. No, they're there to retain their job.
The one thing I would say is there are situations in any kind of workplace, including, say, a service industry workplace, where like a connection can happen and can grow. The word here is grow. Do not ask someone out the first time you find them sexy. Do not ask someone out the second time you find them sexy. You can start making small talk and you can see how they respond, and you can, if they don't respond or they respond just with a you shut the fuck up and you get out.
Yeah.
Like Mariam said, like you have to, like if they flirt with you, if you find that you've been going to the same place for many months and they always bring you your favourite coffee or whatever, there are ways in which these things can happen, but I would always err on the side of no.
Yeah, even if they are bringing the nicest coffee, maybe they're trying to retain you as a customer. So often, you know, we have to be extra nice to the customers, because if we're not, we're fucked. So again, don't take someone being polite to you as a sign of flirting as well, you know, because a lot of the time we have to be, and that's an act that we put on for 7.5 hours or 12 hours a day, and it really is not much than that, not much more than that.
Yeah.
And also, if you are like a boss or anything, don't do that.
Never, ever. But yeah, like also like the wait staff or whoever you're talking to, they have agency too. If they want to like show that they're interested, they'll be able to do that. But yeah, no, just because you find someone like cute in a coffee shop.
Yeah, there's a huge imbalance of power there. Yeah, absolutely.
Because they can get you fired.
Yeah, absolutely.
You lose your livelihood as well as your like, I don't know, self-esteem.
Yeah.
All you've got to lose is your self-esteem.
Yeah, exactly. Really, there are so many people out there, like, I don't know, just leave it as that. Yeah, I'm gonna say I would find it, like, to me that's not.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, whether I've ever, when I've, like, been a waitress, had that, where I'm like, oh yeah, I would.
Like, even when you see someone's flirting with you, and you always think, like, okay, they're too good for me, because they're not in the uniform, you know, and I'm in the uniform or something, you know, and I'm just like, this is not real, you're pitying me. I don't know, like, I just find the whole thing off. I just want to crawl into the wall and be like, I don't want to be here, you know? Like, this is not a place where I want love to happen. This is not a place that I associate in any shape or form to a place where I see romance, or I see myself as the real human being that I am outside of work. Because I'm not that.
No, there's a huge,
especially if it's especially if it's service industry. I mean, I would say with most workplaces.
I would say with most workplaces too. Yeah. I mean, it can happen, and I do know good friends who've ended up in relationships with colleagues. But again, a colleague relationship builds gradually over a period of time, a few drinks, and like it's very, very different. Like you say, like there is a class issue at play when someone is the server and someone is receiving the service.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's always kind of up for the person in the kind of weaker position to have the most agency in that situation because they've got the most to lose.
Yeah, and like a lot of the time, for instance, people that date then outside of work, especially in their service industry, like they lie that they work there, you know, whereas you already straight away know so much about them, and it's kind of unfair.
Yeah, they have name tags. I hated it when I worked in a place with a name tag. People were like, "Hey, Rowan," I'm like, "I don't know you.
Yeah.
Don't like hey, Rowan me."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we should probably talk into the mic as much as we can and stuff, but that's because of my fuck up. I'm finding audio tricky. I think my splitter is broken, but we've talked about this and none of you sent me. No, but to be fair, now I have the page. Ah! I'm not doing that greatly on the production values here. But this one's just sort of like a more surreal one, anywho.
It's experimental.
Yeah, excuses.
This is fine though. We've done this a bunch of times. We did that at a live show as well, and it will work fine.
Yes.
The one mic system is fine.
Hopefully.
And
it was also with the phone
I have
that's
like marks on my body.
What were the marks?
Oh, that's because the mic was rubbing against my sensitive chest skin because I'm so precious. Okay, cool. Yeah, nothing else to say that really. I think it's really cool that you bothered to ask this question because a lot of people wouldn't.
Good politics.
But yeah, there's a lot of discourse around this at the moment because people are thinking more closely about like social reproductive labour and emotional labour and how to navigate that like empathetically. And I think it's great that you are also like taking steps to be engaged with this and being conscientious about it. If there is a particular server that you really fancy, keep going to the coffee shop if you like. Don't be creepy.
Yeah, I mean, of course we can't. Yeah, as you said, we don't want to say that this can't ever happen. Of course, maybe we'll get in the replies people like, well, actually, you know, I had a really like great story with this, and now we have 7 children or whatever.
I'd be interested to hear the story and how it happened and how it happened in a non-creepy way.
Yes, yes. So right,
yeah, it can happen, but err on the side of caution.
Absolutely.
It's their job to be nice to you.
Yes.